Although there were many prominent figures during the height of the Renaissance, Leonardo da Vinci stands out and considered by many as the archetypical Renaissance man. Florence, Italy is the birthplace of the Renaissance, and his village is only 30 miles directly west of Florence. So let us go visit his birthplace in the village where he grew up. Leonardo da Vinci is incredibly fascinating, a man of many talents that attracts history buffs like us.
The house outside is a copy, and we're going to have the custodians there put on a video, and you'll be able to see Leonardo speaking to us and telling us about his life. They actually have a hologram in the house that used to speak 22 minutes in English and then 22 minutes in Italian at the museums, because the museum is actually direct traffic or even get behind the wheel.
Well, here we are in his village where he was born on April 15, 1452. The place has not changed much for the past 5 centuries. One can see the lush vegetation on the hillsides of the village, which would explain his avid interest in nature as he grew up roaming this countryside and observing the natural world. He studied the flora and fauna, even dissecting the birds and animals, trying to learn their anatomy, and then making extensive notes and sketches and drawings of what he observed and learned. He was fascinated with the flight of birds. He observed how birds of prey stalk and catch their food. He studied the properties and dynamics of water in the streams and riverbanks. He believes that the real knowledge is found in nature and best gained through observation and first-hand experience. Since he did not have much formal education except for basic reading and writing and some elementary arithmetic and mathematics, this is where he got his self-education. Now this is the farmhouse where he was born. It is now a museum, though very limited material displays, as the major part of his work is housed in the main museum at the Conti castle in Vinci, just 3 kilometers away, solely dedicated to Leonardo's work. In this farmhouse museum, there is, however, a multimedia room, a video and a hologram to us about the story of his life and his passion for the natural world.
Don't stay too long downstairs for the text.
Here is a panorama I took of Vinci from the rooftop of this Conti castle. Note the scenic landscape with rolling hills and fields covered with vineyards and olive groves. It is a small hamlet of medieval origin in the province of Florence in the Tuscan region, famous as the birthplace of the renowned Renaissance man Leonardo da Vinci. The prominent bell tower and spire that you see here is from the Chiesa di Santa Croce, Church of the Holy Cross.
There?
Yeah, because the elevator today is not working. Sorry. Yeah, but yeah, keep it today too. You're going up to that. That's what most people are.
The Vitruvian Man was drawn by Leonardo da Vinci sometime in 1490 to illustrate the principles of human proportion. You will see several sketches and drawings here, which are reproductions from his voluminous notebooks, and the models you see here were created based on his drawings. His notes was so voluminous that Bill Gates bought 72 pages of his 6,000-page notebook of his sketches and drawings, treatises, writings on philosophy and ideas for $30.8 million, the most expensive book ever sold. The Mona Lisa is considered the archetypical masterpiece of the Renaissance and the best known artwork in the world. And the Last Supper is a fresco mural in the north end wall of the refectory of the convent of the Santa Maria delle Grazie Cathedral in Milan, now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Santa Maria delle Grazie Cathedral has been reconstructed from its ruins during World War II. It is now a World Heritage Site. The mural is 15 feet high and spans 29 feet across. To compose this scene, Leonardo bought a Bible and read the accounts of the gathering of the 12 apostles with Jesus Christ, when he declared to them that one will betray him. It is amazing how he portrayed the anxiety in the faces of the apostles and in their body language, depicting the expressions of emotion, trying to guess who among them would betray Jesus Christ. In the summer of 1516, Leonardo da Vinci left Rome for France to be the premier painter, architect, and engineer to King Francis I. He crossed the Alps, braving the cold and dangers of the mountain pass on the back of a mule. He traveled with three companions, covering some 2,000 kilometers. There are no records that chronicled his journey, but arrived in Amboise, France about 2 to 3 months later in the fall of 1516. Leonardo brought with him some of his paintings to France. His prized painting, of course, is the Mona Lisa, the lady with the mystic smile, as the song goes. The painting's visual effect of light and shadow creates a perspective and illusion of her enigmatic smile that results in a very realistic portrait that evokes a lifelike image within the viewer's mind, an exceptional feature that made this portrait the most visited and written about piece of art in the world.